Good morning, friends. I missed you yesterday. I was busy Christmasing my house. You guys done that yet? Turned your house over? Ready for the holidays? Holidays are amazing, right? Well, listen, I'm glad to be back here with you. Again, I'm Eva Queen. You know that because you follow me now, right? But I am coming to you live from the Grace for Me video blog. So listen, I want to share with you this morning something that God allowed me to see. So those of you who are wondering how the interviews went great. But something really strange happened during both interviews. And I want to share that with you. So the first interview, the manager, director of this department that I will hopefully be working in, said to me, did they tell you about this job? And I said, she wanted to know if the talent acquisition manager talked to me about the position. And I said, yeah, she did. And she said, and this is what you want? And she said it just like that. And so I was a little taken aback by that. Like, what does she mean by that? But I said, yeah, I am interested. And so we went through the interview. And as you know, the interview went well. They called me back for a second time. So yesterday, I had the second interview. And this time, the lead on the team and another manager and the director, I met with all three. And so the lead says, this is how she starts the interview. I looked at your resume. Impressive. So why do you want this job? So let me explain that, right? Let me unpack that for you. So the job is really not it's not a position. You know what? I know how to say this. I am very overqualified for the job that I am applying for. That makes sense, right? And I know that. I knew it when I applied for the job, but honestly, it's fine. It's fine. What I didn't know is how good this was. So I went through the interview. It was great. There were several things that I thought were amazing points of commonality and in terms of the team, connectedness and alignment with my values and all of that. And so I really am excited about the job, even though it is a job for sure that I am totally overqualified for. But this morning, as I was talking to the Lord, it dawned on me that honestly, it is humbling for me to take this job. And not only is it humbling for me because, again, I'm overqualified, right? But what it means is that I get to show up in a way that allows people to understand that being on their team has nothing to do with my quote unquote skill set or abilities, being on their team means that I get an opportunity to bring all of that skill set, ability, pride down, humble myself, and really listen out for what value can I bring to a group of humans, right? And when I say a group of humans, I mean my team members, my managers, the guests who I will be engaging with. And that brought me to tears. And it reminded me of what Jesus must have felt like when he opened the sky and came down. And not that I'm placing myself anywhere near Jesus. Please forgive me if that's coming across, because I'm not saying that. But what I am saying is that I've never known what it's like to actually know my value and be acquainted with my own strengths, and then being able to fold them down, humble them, and be whatever God needs me to be for the moment. I was always that person who had no idea what my value was. I was always a person who had no idea how much I was bringing to the table, and therefore I was always fighting for recognition and validation and justification for who I was and what I brought. And I cannot tell you how freeing this all is. Oh my goodness. It's so good. It's so good. I find myself so grateful this morning and so amazingly filled with gratitude for the opportunity to know who I am, know whose I am, understand that really, I actually, I'm going to say it. I got it going on. But able to take that and move it aside, just go sit down somewhere you got it going on, and let's see how you can add value and bless and serve others. Guys, this might not be big for you, but this is so big for me. And I am so grateful. I am so grateful. I remember hearing a saying one time, and I don't know who the author of this saying is, but I saw it in a movie. But the movie was Akilah and the Bee, like a really old movie about a little girl and the spelling bee. And Lawrence Fishburne was her coach, and he said to her, I'm paraphrasing, your biggest fear is not that you're inadequate. Your biggest fear is that you are more than adequate, that you're amazing, that you're powerful. And honestly, I wonder if that is what I struggled with for so long. And I'm wondering if you struggle with that too. So you know what I'm going to do, guys? I'm going to shine. I am going to shine. And I don't mind shining beneath my skill set. I don't. And I hope you will shine so bright today. So yeah, I hope you got something out of that. I sure did. You guys have a wonderful day. I'll see you next time on Grace for Me.